Alright, let's dive into one of the most gripping and honestly complicated stories in the Bible, David's sin with Bathsheba. If you think ancient tales are all saints and halos, you're in for a shock. This is a story of secrets, power, and tough consequences that's as colorful as any drama today. So here's the scene. David, the legendary king, the guy who beat Goliath, he's at the top of his game. His army is out fighting, but David? He's chilling at home in Jerusalem. One evening he's walking on his palace roof just taking in the view. That's when he spots her, Bathsheba, bathing, totally unaware, and David's hooked. Now Bathsheba's married to Uriah, one of David's own soldiers, but for David, that's just a detail, and not a big enough one to stop him. He sends for Bathsheba, she comes to the palace and things spiral from there. Soon, Bathsheba sends word, she's pregnant. Suddenly David's got a problem, one that can't just be covered up with a royal decree, so David comes up with a plan. He calls Uriah back from the battle, hoping he'll go home to his wife and everyone will assume the baby's his. But Uriah, he's too loyal. He won't go home while his fellow soldiers are risking their lives. David tries again, even getting Uriah drunk, hoping he'll let down his guard. No luck. So David makes a dark call. He sends Uriah back to the front lines with a sealed message, his own death sentence. Joab, the army commander, follows the order. Uriah is placed where the fighting's fiercest, and he's killed. Bathsheba mourns, but when her mourning's over, David marries her. Maybe he thinks it's all behind him, but the Bible says the thing David had done displeased the Lord. Enter Nathan, the prophet. Nathan tells David a story about a rich man stealing a poor man's only lamb. David is furious, until Nathan says, "You are that man." David realizes he's been caught. He confesses, and while God forgives him, the consequences are heartbreaking. The child born from this whole mess gets sick and dies. It's a tough ending, but it shows that even the most powerful people are human, capable of making huge mistakes, but also of owning up to them. What I find wild about this story is how real it feels. The temptation, the scrambling to cover up, the regret when the truth comes out, it's all here. And yet David goes on to be remembered, not for perfection, but for his heart, for turning back, even after falling hard. That's the story of David and Bathsheba. Complicated, dramatic, and honestly a reminder that every story, even the messy ones, can teach us something.